Basically, writer man tayo o hindi, teacher, pare, doktor, call center agent, nakapag-aral o hindi, may bahay, lahat tayo gumagamit ng mga kwento upang makuha ang gusto natin sa trabaho man o sa buhay natin. Samahan niyo po ako sa aking webinar talk sa November 15 at 3 p.m. upang mas mapag-usapan pa natin lahat ng mga paraan upang mas mag-isa pa tayo makapagkwento.
Hello, Suzie.
Hey, Sarah. Welcome everyone who's tuning in live right now. I'm live from Abela. Hello and welcome to the Future of Women Web and Work, a show that puts a spotlight on entrepreneurship and industry experts so they can share lessons and insights that will encourage an honest conversation around what it takes to build a life and business that you love in the post-pandemic world. So we are your hosts. I'm Suzie. And that is Sarah. Hello.
And I'm Sarah. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well.
Yes, perfect. So we are the founders of the Passionate and Empowered Women Entrepreneurs group on Facebook. And what is it about, Sarah?
Yes, Passionate Empowered Women Entrepreneurs is an online community that brings together women from all over the world who are prioritizing their dreams, personal growth, and living a passion-fueled life. This group is a place to collaborate, share, ask questions, keep each other accountable, and support one another as we do what we love, whether it's a business, an artistic pursuit, or an alternative lifestyle. This show is streamed inside our private Facebook group, so please join for more content like this.
Yes, and today's episode is also special because it's in partnership with ESME Philippines, the first Filipino e-learning platform. So ESME Philippines is utilizing the distinct Filipino idea of community to share, synthesize, and optimize skills. So as Filipinos everywhere are reeling from the changes brought by the pandemic, ESME is an avenue to improve your skills and indulge your interests amid a socially distanced world. So again, I am Suzie. I'm the Chief Passion Coach of the ModernMaria.co, an online coaching and mentoring company which aims to empower passionate individuals to turn their fear into a plan and provide you all the knowledge you need to start turning your ideas into a viable business.
And I'm Sarah Fernandez. I founded the Next Wave Co., a strategic consultancy helping sustainable SMEs wanting to launch or scale their eco-brands in Asia. Now, I'm going to ask you something. If this show is valuable to you, and if you've watched our past episodes and learned from the Future of Women Web and Work, we would love if you can share this. Because if you share this information, then we can get more people here and we can continue the show every Saturday, right, Suzie?
Yes.
So if you've not shared the show,
yes,
we're going to give them a few minutes to do that, right?
Yes.
Let us know if you've shared the stream, so just so we know and we could personally thank you. Also, let us know where you're from, where your business is. We're so excited to have you here live with us. We are live in these platforms, YouTube, ESME's page and YouTube page. We're live at the Modern Maria, we're live at the Next Wave Co, and we're live at our private Facebook group called the Passionate and Empowered Women Entrepreneurs. So if you have questions for us and want us to mention your business as well, you can send in your comments and we will mention you in the show. So type in hashtag Team Live if you're joining us live, and hashtag Team Replay if you're watching in the future.
So how are you, Suzie?
I honestly, like, I'm okay. My family is okay. You've heard about the heartbreaking stories, and you've seen the photos, the videos, the footages online. Yeah, it's a big disaster right now in Cagayan Valley. So, ang daming humingi ng help. So, I hope that you will share as much as possible yung mga nagtitweet and nagpo-post. But yeah, a lot of my friends, I came from this hometown. So, a lot of my friends are living in Cagayan, in Tumawini, in Cabagan, in Isabela. So, we're really lucky. My family is really lucky because we're really far from Cagayan River, not that much affected as compared to this specific location. So yon, it's heartbreaking to see all of these things, and we get also like live feedback from these people who are there. Okay, so yon, I'm okay, but I feel really sad for all the people affected by this by Ulysses PH. Yeah.
Yes, I hope our viewers are safe, and for everyone watching, we'll do everything that we can to help one another, and we're here to inspire people despite the calamity and what's to come. In 2020, meron pa tayong December, but we'll make it a positive show for you guys today. So
Right.
today we're gonna explore the future of social entrepreneurship. So by the end of this interview, we hope that you would find a renewed sense of purpose, or if you haven't found your big why yet, that we inspire you to discover your passion. And hopefully, that passion would not only give you financial success, but also has a positive impact on society and our planet. So, as entrepreneurs, we are addressing a gap in the market, a problem that needs a solution or innovation. So we want to live in a world where everyone has the ability to be a change maker, and social entrepreneurs around the world have been catalysts for social change. So through nonprofit, for-profit, and hybrid enterprises, social entrepreneurs have promoted a broad range of solutions focused on sustainable development goals, such as ending poverty, encouraging gender equality, saving the environment, education for all, decent working conditions, etc. And today we will be sharing with you a strategic management and entrepreneurial tool that will help you design and test business ideas, or to innovate with a constantly changing environment like this pandemic. So do stick around until the end if you want to know more about that. So I'm sure you're excited to know who our guest is and what her big why is. But before that, let's get to know her background a little bit more.
Yes, I'm very very excited because I wasn't able to attend the mini meeting before this show. So I'm excited to get inspired by this person. So, let me start with kasi mahaba yung background niya, no? So, let me start with this. So, she served 20 years in the IT industry, did not hold back today's guest from choosing her passion and purpose over a corporate career. And I think, Sarah, we can resonate very well with this message. And she has a degree in industrial engineering from the Mapua Institute of Technology. And our guest was an assistant vice president for a North American bank in the IT PMO area until July 2020, when she decided to invest time, effort, and resources to follow her vision for Enoch Leatherware. Her husband, also an IE, was aspiring to be a humble missionary after his stint in heading a disaster risk reduction office of a province in Mindanao. And our guest convinced him to join her into this adventure and focus his ministry on helping train persons with disability while sharing hope in Jesus with them. So, husband and wife leading a purposeful life to model the work of God in their lives, and to their only son, who aspires to be a worship leader when he grows up.
Yes, so Enoch Leatherware was established during the last quarter of 2019, when the husband and wife tandem found the purpose for their passion for handcrafted leather goods. Pandemic or not, they continue to provide free training to persons with disability in their EMOS workshop, in the hopes of empowering this community with sustainable skills to get them decent employment. For our viewers outside Manila, the Philippines have three major islands and over 7,000 small ones. So the products have reached clients north of the Philippines in Abra and down south in Cotabato through one of their online platforms.
Ooh.
So
And sorry. Yeah, if someone just comment, I just want to recognize Nina Apusaga. She said good afternoon. Before we introduce our guest for today, Pia Saminiano.
yay!
Hello,
Hi,
Pia.
Pia.
Hi, Suzie. Hi,
Welcome.
Sarah.
Sorry, that was a bit anticlimactic. I hope you
Let's acknowledge Nina.
Sorry. Yeah, I did.
Sorry, let's acknowledge Nina Pusaga who said good afternoon. And Pia Sabiniano, guys, welcome to the show.
Hello, and also hi, Nina.
Okay, so Pia, are you safe? Are you healthy?
Yes,
Family okay?
yes, we were very busy 3 a.m. while Ulysses was ongoing. But everything is safe. My family is safe. We didn't have any flooding in the area.
Mhm.
There was in Bacoor, but in Imus were all good. Thank you for
Okay,
asking.
sure, sure. That's great to know. I mean, just being alive today is such a huge
Yes,
blessing. So I always ask this with my friends.
thank
Um,
you.
but okay, so I know we are. I'm excited to get to know you better. So maybe we can proceed to that because I'm ready to get inspired by this project. Okay, so you had like a chunk ano ba big background in the corporate. So before doing your business, what was life before? What were your dreams, educational background, career, and how is it like compared to your life right now?
I had a degree in IE from the Mapua Institute of Technology, and then I thought I would focus on production industry. I started with the semicon industry, and then I grew restless. I wanted to know more. I transferred to IT. When I got into IT, I did development work, which I hated. I wasn't good at it. but but now I realized it set the foundation for project management because I knew and I understand the life cycle of software management. It made me more effective in my work. My last job was with Wells Fargo as an IT senior IT project manager. And I actually enjoyed it. I love the people that I worked with. They're very talented. And I still miss being in the office and, the normal corporate relationships that you build. But I love what I'm doing now. So
That's really
Which brings me to my next question. What made you decide to leave corporate? You have all these skill set, right? Were you that confident now? Okay, I'm ready to go on my own.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um, we just started 2019, no? And going into business full time wasn't not even a dream. No, we were just hustling. I was enjoying the part time work that I was generating. But in February of this year, it was announced by Wells Fargo that they're going to move their IT practice to India. That means 750 people are going to lose their jobs. Okay, so the decision wasn't premeditated. It was just the circumstances pushed you to make a decision. Right then and there, when it was being announced, three
Mhm.
things were playing in my head. What are my options? Okay, I need to update my CV, apply for an internal posting within Wells Fargo pa rin. Um,
Yeah.
get in contact with my recruitment friends, send them my CV to try to get opportunities outside. And I have a business. So I had the third option. It proved to be all good decisions or all good options for me. I had a job offer within Wells Fargo to start in July. I had two job offers from outside to start immediately, and I had Enoch Leatherware. I declined the 2 external job postings. I accepted to stay with Wells Fargo. But then, that was already the pandemic during that time, no? So, high pressure, toxic environment. Sabi ko, gusto ko ba talaga to? Do I want to be in the middle of all this? Or, baka meron akong ibang option. So, um, it brought me to my third, dapat last on the list, no? Pero it became the best at the time. I didn't want to go to the office or anywhere else to um, put my health at risk. But if
Right.
needed, you have to because you're being paid as an employee. So I said, okay, I'm going to retract my decision to join Wells Fargo, and decided to venture on my own. Everything naman came into play nung nag-decide na ako parang, hindi pala siya decision, parang I'm already living it. So, yun, smooth naman yung transition.
So when we were talking ni Pia, for our pre-prod meeting, so Susie wasn't there. Can you tell Susie and our viewers this your story when you were just starting out? And because sometimes she would sleep in her car. So can you tell us why you did that and what was it like transitioning from corporate to Enoch?
Okay. January 5 of last year, 2019, before going back to the office, I had a set of shoes that I really love, no? So gusto ko
Mhm.
siyang ipa-restore in Marikina. I traveled to Marikina, visited one Saturday. And it ended up to be a love affair with Marikina. Every Saturday, I'm on night shift. Friday night, I would go to the office, 6 a.m., I'm out. I would
Mhm.
drive to Marikina, get my breakfast from McDonald's.
Mhm.
Constant yun, parang routine ko na siya. So, I'd stay the whole day in Marikina. Meron na akong itinerary. Dapat ako mabisita na 4 stores. I would
Uh-huh.
score their supplies. I would come back without money. Nabili ko na lahat ng gusto kong bilhin. Pero more than 24 hours na akong gising. So, eventually, you'd get sleepy. Traffic pa naman, 2 to 3 hours going back to Cavite from Marikina. Ang
Wow.
SLEX, meron ako spot doon. I would park an SLEX Shell. Tapos, titignan ko lang yung guard. Tapos, bubuksan ko ng konti yung salamin ko. Tutulog ako. Hindi pa ako 15 minutes, 30
So may
minutes.
tiendesitas ba to, Pia?
No. Shell, the highway. My Shell. Shell station. Not
Hmm.
Candicitas
Not
even.
the
Hindi
one
pa
beside,
hindi halfway.
in the highway. Okay.
No, highway na to. Kasi ang gusto ko malampasan yung traffic in Bikutan. So I need to get past that before I can rest muna ako kasi I'm sure 30 minutes na lang nasa bahay na ako. So hindi ko na i-waste yung time ko or bago ako dumating ng Bikutan. So yun yung naging routine ko every Saturday for 3 months, I think, until my husband took pity on me. He volunteered, sige, mag-grab ako in the morning of Saturday. I'll drive you. So, makakatulog
Oh.
na ako sa kotse ko. Ayun. Siguro
Oh.
naging obsession siya. Ewan ko, para basta I just needed to be there on Saturdays.
But you do buy stuff like shoes.
Sorry,
Do you buy shoes? What were the things that you're
no.
buying?
I would buy leather hides. Leather hide tools. Tapos makikichika ako
Okay.
dun sa store, "Kuya, paano ba gamitin 'to? Paano ko ba 'to gagamitin? Ano bang magandang gawin dito?" Sometimes they
Alright.
would offer me, "Oh, ito maganda 'tong leather na 'to." Eh, anong gagawin ko diyan? Ano bang gusto mong gawin? Gusto ko lang gumawa ng bag na tumatayo by itself. Alam mo yun, that leather is thick enough and hard enough to stand by itself. So, yun lang
Right.
talagang pangarap kong gawin, but hindi pala siya gano'n kadali gawin. So,
Yeah.
yun yung
But I
kanyang
Actually,
story.
I
sige,
don't
go
know
ahead.
if you've been to Marikina. Yeah, sorry. Kasi I went there for this Marikina tour with Brian Tenorio a
Oh,
few years back. And once you visit all the, the factories there are generations, ano ba, old.
Oo.
And
totoo
you get to know
naman.
the families, diba? And these are factories that are inside their homes, diba? The homes na they turned into their production house. In fact, actually, si Pia, um, her Zoom background when we talked was her garage that she turned into a
Yeah.
workshop place. But well, maybe we'll talk about it later. But my point
Mhm.
is, once you go to Marikina and be surrounded by the supplies, hindi mo talaga maiwasan to get really ano ba, inspired and creative, di ba, with them.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Hindi siya puwedeng gawin ng isang araw and then you have everything that you need.
Right,
You really
right.
have to go back and visit and see for yourself.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
think that that's the good thing as well because you're building relationship with these people. Because
Mhm.
eventually they became your is that right? They became your partners or
Yes, and
yeah.
also that's where you meet other crafters. I
Mm.
met a social entrepreneur also there who was working with PWDs. He was one of my inspirations. He ended up to be my coach in the mentor program of DTI. So parang destiny ko talaga to be working in this in this community.
Yay! Yeah. And this is always what I tell people like when you really push for your or pursue your passion, like you meet it opens up a lot of opportunities for you, especially people.
Totoo.
Like
Right.
lahat ng people na kailangan mong ma-meet, for some reason, it's a magical adventure. Na parang, oh, this person is actually valuable in my journey and I meet him
Totoo.
just at the right time or her at the right time. So so I love this. It's very humbling to hear this kind of story. And Sarah and I are big on this when when starting something, the why. So I want to know what talk about your personal or your brand's purpose and your mission or vision, your manifesto if you have that, because I think it's important, especially for the starting entrepreneurs that will pursue their own business ideas, how important it is to get grounded on that purpose. So tell us your story, Pia.
I can start showing my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Um, okay. Just enable me, please. Jan, are you there? Okay. Let me see. Okay. The logo is on top of my screen. So, okay, here. Just, ah. Okay, here.
And yay!
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
I'm showing you now our products of 2019. So my husband and I were both passionate about leather products. I was assigned in Germany for some years, and that's where we were introduced to leather goods na sobrang tatanda na,
Mm.
and yet ang gaganda pa rin. So when I repatriated, yun, dun nag-come together yung um, interest ko with leather, and then meron tayong supply sa Marikina. So I really wanted to make my own bags. So in front of you is displayed yung mga aming unang products. And then along the way, when we were building our studio, we met with Alan. Alan is a construction worker who was a PWD or is a PWD. He had polio when he was a child. So there was a deformity on his legs and his hands. Pero we observed na sobrang dedicated niya sa trabaho niya. So we got him to be our helper sa workshop. And eventually, he proved to be a really good experiment, no? Siya yung talagang nag-inspire sa amin to, ito na pala yung purpose namin. There could be other
Mm-hmm.
Alans out there who we could empower with what we do. And we can help them venture on their own, join another company with the skills that we impart to them, or join us if we need or the demand needs to ramp up, the workforce. Along the way, we also met other PWDs. In the middle is Cesar. You will see that he doesn't have an eye on the right side, and on his left, he has cataract, practically 30%
Mm-hmm.
visibility. But this guy, he put together a passport holder. Natahi niya yun. In closer inspection, may butas-butas, of course, because he was just feeling through the stitching. Pero for him to not give up on something na pag, na otherwise dapat hindi, pwede naman niyang gawing excuse eh. Hindi ko makita. So, hindi ko na siya gagawin. But he did it anyway. On
Right.
the left side is Joselito. He's deaf and mute. But this guy is so funny. We offered training for the whole month of February this year, before the pandemic. We invited a local group of PWDs to join us. And also, we partnered with a church in Dasma to send some people from, or some members of their deaf ministry to receive free training. So si Joselito, supposedly, isang session, isang set of attendees. But si Joselito, masyado siyang enthusiastic and he liked doing it. He came 4 times. So,
Oh.
but he has other work, so hindi siya naka-join sa team namin. Pero Joselito is my favorite. He's very funny. He does not do sign language, so it's mostly demonstration. Pero yung communication hindi mo mapapansin na challenging kasi nag-e-enjoy kaming lahat, na nakikita ko yung joy when he finishes a project. Ayan, he's very proud of that. Siya nag-ask sa akin, take picture. Kung mag-picture naman tayo, sabi ko, oo nga, no, hindi tayo nagpi-picture. So, ayan. So, that's where we found, may purpose pala kami. And these are pictures of other trainees who attended our free training in our workshop. Isa dyan picture outside of our workshop, and inside you will see we have a big table for the trainees. But the space is small, and at this time, we're trying to observe social distancing. So at max, I would only accommodate like 6 people in the workshop. Yeah.
Right. That's so nice.
It looks big though.
Ayan.
Sobra, ang ganda nung ano nyo, ng place.
So,
Ang ganda ng workshop niya, di ba?
so there, yun yung aming target. Initially, sabi ko, ang vision natin talaga to be a global brand. But when we attended DTI's business program, parang nagbigay sila ng crash course on business. We had our mentors there, our coaches also. We were asked to build our business improvement plan and draw up our business model canvas. Doon ko na-realize, sandali, lalabas na kaagad ako, hindi pa nga ako kilala sa Pilipinas. Kilala lang ako ng mga katabi ko sa opisina na bentahan ko ng bags ng wallets. So, we opened shop in Lazada. We narrowed down to ano ba yung immediate natin na pwedeng gawin to introduce our product. So, nag-open kami sa Lazada, and later maybe I can show yung direction ng mga orders namin. Nag-ano lang ako on the data, and I found yun nga, we're sending products na to Abra, we're sending products in Cebu, Davao, Cotabato, and yung sa Cotabato, ano pa sila, bili pa sila ng bili. Uy, I love it. I want to buy more. Pwede mo ba i-personalize? Nag-chat na rin kami. So, nakaka-inspire, nakaka-encourage. Yun, sabi ko sa inyo, stop me kasi baka tuloy-tuloy yung daldal ko.
And again, yeah, I quickly browsed through your page, and sabi ko, I'm excited because I want to know the stories behind these people working with you. And I think that's going to be really, really inspiring for all the people who are listening right now. And one of the things I also want to know, kasi for some people, you don't know what PWD is. So how would you define PWD, and how many people right now are working with you, PWDs?
Dati, ako din, bago lang ako dun sa community. Dati akala ko, sige, let's invite all PWDs. Or basta may ID siya na PWD, you're welcome. But then we realized, ay sandali lang, hindi pala kami equipped, hindi kami capable to accommodate all PWD or all disabilities. So now we're targeting those with mobility problems. So may polio, yung mga naka-wheelchair, nakasaklay, or deaf and mute. Sila yung mas relevant to the business. So we try to reach out to them. Kasi admittedly, hindi talaga lahat kaya namin. Kami yung limited, actually. Yung iba might be very enthusiastic to still learn. Sure, you are welcome to avail of the free trainings. But yun nga, baka incapacitated kami na or kulang ang kakayanan namin to address their physical needs or health or disability needs. So, ayun. When we say PWD, they're persons with disability, but to be politically correct about it, they're different abled individuals.
I like that. I like that. I like yung different abled. Kasi yun nga, parang after our initial conversation, Pia, and I told Margot this, one of your partners, retail partners, na parang, what's my excuse? Wala tayong excuse, diba? If we have
True.
hands, if we can go from one point to another, you are more than able.
Yes.
And yun nga, and actually, and Pia, I'm excited to introduce you to the owner of ESME kasi nga, di ba, we were pushing each other na parang mag-online course ka na. So you can, ano ba, broaden your impact.
Why not? Why not? We'll have to discuss that offline then. We need to
Yes.
be ready for it also.
Yes.
Ayun.
So you mentioned kanina yung business model mo, di ba? And yung impact mo, which is yung PWDs. So for everyone who was tuning in during our introduction, I kind of mentioned it na parang if you do stick around, you will get to know this entrepreneurial tool. So this business model canvas is what helped Pia through DTI that will ensure that your stakeholders, your employees, and anyone who wants to know of your business, you will be able to articulate how the business generates revenue, what value a business offers, and para kanino, and who the customers are, and why the customers would keep coming back. So, Pia, if you can show us the direction of Enoch and how your business works.
Yep.
So siguro mamaya, we can show also for our viewers who are PWDs, who want to get in touch with Pia, kung paano, how they can contact you for future workshops if you're already able to take in more people, right?
Yeah, of course, sure. That's an opportunity for us. So here I'm showing our business model. Essentially, people have to identify people who are wanting to go to business. Miski hindi social enterprise, but just business. You have to identify your value proposition. You have to know what are you going to sell and why would people buy it from you. For us, I initially drafted another BMC and I was more focused on the product. Kasi nga, people sometimes think na, social enterprise, hindi talaga siya totoong business. You're just using your advocacy for marketing purposes. But really, I want to be true and transparent. Ang gusto talaga namin is to raise awareness on PWD inclusion and employment. I was looking at the statistics or the data for PWD as released by PSA. There's 2% of the population, of the Philippine population, that's registered as PWD. Registered lang to. What of people, like Alan is one of my staff, he doesn't have a birth certificate. So nahihirapan kami to register him and all the government agencies that were required to comply. Dahil wala nga siyang proof of identity, so nilalakad pa namin to. What of those unfortunate PWDs who were not registered or not accessed or does not have access to the government support? So hindi natin yan ma-quantify. And of these 1,444,000 PWDs, only 50% are registered to be employed or have some sort of employment. So that's a huge gap. 50% na unemployed PWDs. Konti man lang makakontribute kami na, other business people, you might consider to train and empower this group. What I can assure you is the staff that's working for me, they are so dedicated. I would force them to take their break dahil ayaw nilang tumayo kapag hindi pa tapos ang trabaho nila. I would beg them, hey, anong oras na? Kumain ka na, please. So, in terms of dedication, That's one thing I can vouch for. So for each Enoch Leatherware product you purchase provides life-changing opportunities to the PWD community to be valued members of society. I want to give them a sense of may kaya akong serbisyo, hindi lang ako tatanggap ng charity from people, but you can use me for your purpose. Ano ba yung gusto mo? Gusto mo magnegosyo? Tutulungan kita. Yun yung mentality na gusto kong i-promote with this business. So, once you've identified your value proposition, you identify where you are going to get your revenue. Kasi negosyo nga to, so you have to generate income. Who are your clients? Sino ang customer mo? You identify your customer segment. Sino ang sa tingin mo magre-respond o nangangailangan ng mga products na ibebenta mo? So for us, we said here at least 10% of over 62 million Filipinos over the age of 18 na may access sa phone. And also, who are looking to make a contribution to society. In companies, I know for a fact Accenture, IBM, and Wells Fargo are very dedicated to providing the community initiatives, help, charity, ganyan. So, gusto kong i-offer sa kanila that we can partner. Ito, makakapagbigay kami ng employment to PWDs. We can also give free trainings if you support our business. We want to reach out to families of well-off PWDs who might empathize na, meron akong kaanak na PWD pero hindi siya ma-employ because people have this mindset na kapag PWD, limited ang mobility, limited ang kakayanan. You know, I have clients tell me, gusto ko yung advocacy mo. How can I help? Bentahan mo ako. Recently, I sold to a person a small bag kasi yun yung request niya sa akin. Hindi ko pa siya nabibentahan. She was asking me, I have a child who has a disability and I love that you are also helping yung community nila. Sell to me. So, yun yung mga gusto nating i-reach out with our value proposition. Also, there are a few number of accomplished PWDs themselves who want to also reach out to their community and extend help. Ayan. Apart from this, you should also know how to take care of your clients. How do you talk to them? We chat. In my personal network, of course, there's the phone, there's Viber, there's a lot of tools that we can use to ensure that pre-sales, ito yung expect nila that you cover the requirements, and after sales, are you happy? One of our core values is client satisfaction. Client satisfaction is our measure of success. Dapat matuwa si client doon sa produktong binigay ko so that hindi siya manghinayang doon sa perang itinulong niya sa advocacy namin. Kasi hindi lang kami nang hihingi ng pera. Gusto namin worth it yung kapalit. So, if there's any problem, para may konting scratch, Pia, explain, ba't ganyan-ganyan. So, sure, I provide them the right information or enough information to help them take care of their leather, bakit may mga skin marks, because we use full grain leather. So, skin marks, insect bites, they are still visible. Ayan. And also, you have to identify your distribution channel. Saan ka magbibenta? With the pandemic, lahat online na, digital, no? So, we have Lazada. We've opened shop in Shopee also recently. We post our work in Facebook and IG. And we've also participated in many programs of the DTI. OTOP is One Town, One Product. Philippines, nag-conduct sila ng online trading. Magpipitch kami sa mga buyers. That was, my first time was second quarter of this year. Nakakahiya na ang liit-liit namin and we were pitching along seasoned businessmen and women. Pero nandun kami, lalaban kami, magpa-participate kami because we feel very strongly na we will make a difference in our chosen community. We are also exploring Shopify. So for businesses na gusto magsimula, yun yung mga dapat na identify ninyo. Your revenue streams, saan manggagaling? Are you just selling the goods? Are you charging for your training? Are you renting out your place? How are you going to make your sale? Yan.
So,
On the
so
left, oh
Pia,
yeah.
are you, sorry,
Mm,
para lang ma-clarify natin your business model. So you are commerce plus impact. Kasi parang there are social entrepreneurs na, yun nga, for-profit, meron mga non-profit, tapos meron din na parang commerce and impact blend. So parang you are blending the two, right?
yes, yes, we are. Because dalawa na kami working on this. And of course, we have to feed the family, right? We have to earn an income for ourselves too. We have to generate profit. So yes, you're right. We are combined.
Okay. So what are the challenges as a
Mm.
social entrepreneur, and where do you need more support of from the government or from private institutions?
Okay. Recently, I was supposed to deal a huge demand. Not a huge demand, naman, but I would need to add two more people to the workforce temporarily. So I had to reach out to several groups, pero wala silang na provide na PWD to join us. Someone recommended Carmona LGU, and apparently sila, meron silang grupo ng PWDs that they transport from their homes to their work area, my common work area, which I do not find in my immediate area. So in Imos, I'm hoping
Mm.
that the LGU would support the PWD's transportation kasi like meron akong hinar na bago, she also had polio but nakasklay siya, hindi siya nakakapaglakad ng malayo. So ang nagbabayad pa siya ng tricycle to come to work and go home.
Mm.
Eventually, maybe later on, we can let her bring the stuff home so that she can work at home. Pero right now, hindi pa siya feasible. So, yun lang yung hinahanap namin. Siguro yung um, support ng government in ensuring that the PWDs who are working have a service that they can avail
Okay.
of. Ayan.
Right. So, Pia, aside from the LG, because I know you're working with them, but what are the other government or non-government resources available for entrepreneurs in the Philippines? Like, for instance, I think you briefly mentioned about DTI. So, how
Yes.
did they help you? What's the importance of that collaboration?
Mhm. See, DTI has multiple programs to empower MSMEs. No, one of them is the Mentor Me program. Parang it's a crash course in business, where we cover from business mindset, organizational structures, um, human resources, operational management, everything that you would get from a normal MBA. It
Is this
And
free?
empowers
is this paid?
I asked the
sorry.
same thing. Is this free?
Okay, is
Yes,
this paid or free?
yes, it is. It is. It covered 10 modules and it
Nice.
ran for I think 1 to 2 months.
Mm-mm.
So you're also assigned a coach. So when you build your business plan,
Nice.
may feedback na mangyayari. So para ka rin nag-thesis.
Mhm.
Na with them. No? So that's one, Mentor Me program. They have OTOP, I mentioned, one town, one product. Tapos,
Mhm.
pinopromote nila yung mga products namin. They tie us up with buyers and also may tie up sila with Lazada, Shopee,
Mhm.
Facebook to teach us digital marketing.
Wow.
Ongoing is USAID sponsored training for women in business. Ang content naman niya is purely digital marketing in partnership with Facebook, Lazada, and Shopee. Ayan.
Wow. That's a huge opportunity.
I
How
can actually send you the programs later, no?
Yes,
I-pin ko
please.
sa inyo.
Oo, yun yung we can maybe flash it quickly on the screen. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or maybe we
Okay.
can if we can type in the comment section, siguro, para for
Yeah,
people who are watching the replay, they just go through to the comment section and all the links will be there.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. We can do that as well.
Yeah, and also I would advise those who are new in business or want to start, get in touch with your local DTI. So
Mm-mm.
partner with them, kulitin nyo sila. Nung una hindi kami pinapansin, pero kakukulit na namin, kakukulit. Sali kami, sali kami. Sige na, kasali na nga kayo. Pero naman
So,
kasing qualification.
okay. So, Pia, you have to go through a process pa rin. So, they still need to choose you.
Yes, meron kaming requirements na ipapasa. You have
Right.
to prove na nag-ooperate ka, ilan ang staff mo,
Mm.
ilan na yung ilan yung napaproduce mo. Siyempre,
Okay.
kung tutulungan ka nila magbenta, you have to make sure na makakapag-produce ka rin.
Correct. So, dapat merong minimum viable product ka na. You're already
Mhm,
operating like for a few months. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
that
yes.
makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay,
Ayun.
so that's very encouraging to hear, no, Susie.
Yes.
But
Oo.
how do we encourage social entrepreneurship more? What are the opportunities out there for people who want to start a business pero they just don't want to think of, the normal business model na revenue lang. They want yung
Mhm.
triple bottom line, which is there's social benefit, there's environmental benefit, and at the same time you're earning money for yourself, diba?
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Siguro the first thing I can tell them is find their area of interest and a problem to solve. Mix them together kasi 'di ba you're passionate about something, tas meron kang particular na problema, you want to focus on being part of the solution of that, 'di ba? So that's one. And then identify your market segment. Sino yung gusto kong i-target na pagbebentahan ko ng produkto ko? And then, identify how much your product would cost. Napaka-importante because that would drive how you price your products. Know your competitors. Who else are in the market with the same products that you offer or the same services that you offer. Tingnan mo kung ano yung trend nila, 'di ba? I think for those that are registered, meron sila mga financial report. You should also check how much they're making, saan ang direction ng mga existing competition mo, so that alam mo kung okay, I can expect to be as big as them or bigger than them. Doon mo pwede iset yung mga targets mo. Identify your distribution channel. That does not be restricted with the physical store. Although we've started with Una Ricci, we consigned our products to them in Rockwell. Because the pandemic nga,
Mm-mm.
ang shift natin digital na lahat. So learn how to sell online. Learn how to set up your shop. It's all visual presentation. If you have to get someone to photograph your products, do that so that you can introduce a nice looking product. In one of our programs with DTI, pati yung pag-picture tinuturuan kami, dapat nasa center, dapat, ano yung setting ng camera, ano magandang
I love
lenses to
that.
use.
Oo,
So,
oo.
yun talagang na-appreciate ko at this time of the pandemic that a government agency is really working really hard kung ano yung mandato nila, dinideliver nila despite the challenges that we all face. Maski sila challenged din naman sila. So,
Right.
yun.
Yeah.
And also be adaptable to change. Don't be afraid of change. No, katulad yung sinabi ko kanina, when the company was announcing na magle-let go sila, immediately, some people would have panic, no? Imbis na, okay, ano yung options ko? Quickly. Dapat meron kang, sandali, I'm not stuck. Meron akong time to pivot. Pero dapat, yung timing mo is tama. 'Di ba? Meron kang chance to pivot, hindi mo ginawa. Tapos na. Nag-pass na yung opportunity. So, yun yung mga things that you should be ready with.
Right. I think Pia and I share the same DNA when it comes to that. Kasi the same thing, when I left my corporate, that was also like part of the ano na parang may let go. And then I have like plan B, C, D, E. So I have like different options. So doon na nag-run yung utak ko na, okay, so maybe I can do this. So yeah, I also did like my corporate exit on this kind of story. So kaya naging full-time entrepreneur ako. So I really love this.
Wow.
I feel like this, yes, this is resonating well with me. And just like what you said, I think yun nga when you go full on with being an entrepreneur, you have to embrace learning. So
Yes.
it's like inevitable na kailangan gustong-gusto mong matuto. Otherwise, parang yun nga, it's gonna be hard for you to navigate moving forward because everyone's learning so much, especially with the
Correct.
digital digital age. Yeah. So yon. With that, actually, my next question would be a bit controversial. Wow. So, but what it's like to be, because we are all women here. So what it's like to be a women entrepreneur in the modern world, and ito yung part ng controversial, no? Do we need men?
Sandali, nanonood ba yung husband ko? No, I'm kidding.
He better be.
I think we as women are so empowered maski na anong age, no? Maski na anong era pa yan. Empowered na tayo. It's just that um, dominated by men talaga ang business. Pero I find that it's pride that hampers our growth as women because sometimes pwede na natin i-delegate sa lalaki, hindi pa natin binibigay. O ngayon, di ba? Because we want to do it. We want to prove, kaya ko to. Pero in fact, in my story, since last year, I started on my own. I tried to do it on my own. Pero nag-expand lang talaga ako when I involved my husband.
Mhm.
So really, this is a partnership with kung babae yung partner ko, hindi babae yung sasabihin ko. Pero, ang diskusyon na namin ngayon, more of design. Hindi na siguro kami nag-aaway sa, personal stuff. It's more of the business. Anong size to? Paano iikot yung leather natin? Yun na yung mga discussions namin. And I think, it's always, anong tawag doon? Parating mas magandang meron kang nababouncean ng ideas mo. And it's someone that you
Right.
trust. Diba? It's someone that you trust to share your passion, your goals, your end game. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mo mangyari? Dapat pareho kayo. So regardless, babae o lalaki, in my case, I'm just very blessed na he shares my passion for crafting. And he understood, he was very supportive. Kung hindi siya supportive, yun, lagot. Hindi talaga natin kailangan
Can I just hear this? Because a lot of people are saying, don't do business with your partner, di ba? So, you guys are like an outlier. And you're proving that it can work. It can definitely work. As long as you have respect for each other and you know, ano yung, kunyari, but I'm sure there are certain, aspects of the business na ikaw yon, where I will trust you on that, but the husband will do this specifically because he knows better.
Correct. Yun yung key doon eh. We have to delegate the responsibility. Okay, ako ang marketing and sales, ikaw ang production. Anything in between, we share and we discuss. Okay, kailangan kong kausapin si vendor. Nagkausap ba kayo before? Ikaw na. You know, just you have to define ano yung sa'yo, ano yung akin. And ako
Right.
medyo may mayabang ako, so feeling ko ako yung boss kasi ako yung nagsimula. Pero actually, yun nga pride and respeto for what he can do and what I can do. If you guys find that balance, sa tingin ko it could work. Basta hindi lang siya boss at hindi ako boss kapag kami ang nag-uusap. Kasi
Right.
otherwise, talaga magko-conflict kami who's the more powerful one.
Let's take note, Sarah. I think this is a big
I know, right? Pero for those couples who are just like you, they're in the same business together, they're helping out each other, how do you balance yung, okay, tapos na yung work, now let's focus on personal stuff. Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you stop talking about business?
Oh, interesting.
Even when I was in corporate, I have difficulty with time management. I work in my previous work. I work normally 12 to 16 hours, and my productivity starts in the afternoon. So I'm a late sleeper, and I wake up late also. My husband naman has the opposite. He sleeps 8 p.m. and wakes up really early. So ang ginawa namin, okay, yung early work sa bahay, sa personal life natin, sa'yo. Kasi ikaw maaga magising. Everything that's in the evening, akin yon. So, I cook dinner, I whatever. ganun yung hatian namin. Pero kailangan talaga ng hatian. You have to know kung ano yung responsibility ninyo. Because otherwise, pag
Mhm.
mix together, hindi magiging root for arguments.
Right.
Na
Yeah.
pagod na ako, ikaw naman, you know.
I think that requires a certain level of maturity.
Yeah, I think mature na rin naman ako at age 40. So, pero sometimes, syempre, kung makakalusot, di ba, why not?
So,
Okay.
Pia, for people in the same industry as you, they're into leatherware, they want to get into leatherware, what advice can you give them?
Do it first. Try to do it yourself. Buy
Baka
the
hindi mo
basic
kaya
tools.
eh, di ba?
Buy the basic tools. Kasi,
Yes.
before, when I was younger, my parents were into business also. Ano naman, t-shirt manufacturing. Yung both parents ko, hindi sila talaga sastre or hindi sila, wala silang experience sa gano'n. So, when nawalan ng mananahe, we had to stop. No? The same way with
Mm.
Leatherworks, you have to understand how to make it so that your demands are realistic. You understand that it's actually a difficult craft. 'Di ba? Hindi lumalaban ng leather. Pag tumigas yan, ang hirap na niyan pukpukin. Tatahiin mo yan isa-isa. You know, you have to understand how good works. What do I mean? Yung ano ang itsura ng maganda? Ano ang itsura ng
Mm.
hindi pwede, 'di ba? So, if you understand that, yung expectation mo sa magiging tao mo o sa magiging negosyo mo, realistic. No, hindi ka tanggap lang ng tanggap ng trabaho, bagsak ka lang ng bagsak, isa lang ang tao mo. So, parang, you learning and knowing how to make your own products gives you that power to plan ahead and to measure kung hanggang saan ka pupunta.
Very well said.
I love that. Meron tayong commenter from YouTube. So she outlined yung sinabi mo kanina na area of interest plus problem to solve. Yes, and PWD advocacy and many more. I love the sharing. God bless you and Enoch. And thank you, ESME, for this live session. So thank you for watching, Angela Relente. And if you have any questions for our guests, just type away.
Yes.
Thank you,
So now
Angela.
the million-dollar question is, what is the future of Enoch Leatherware?
Eto, siguro I might sound mayabang, pero ito yung vision board namin. I now want to share this. Ito ulit. Eto recently I shared this one. Ito yung analysis ko on where our products were going. You see the Philippine map, of course, where our product has been or were delivered. Yung bottom ko, my vision board naman now is this. Bumalik
Nice.
ako doon sa yabang ko, no?
I don't know
Bumalik ako
mayabang.
doon sa vision ko na I want to be a global brand. No?
Nice.
I want to be a global brand. Pero when I started saying that to myself, paano ko siya gagawin? Hindi pa ako kilala sa Pilipinas. So now, meron na akong analysis. Okay, naka-distribute na ako. Somehow, one person in Abra knows me. One person in Cotabato likes my products. Okay, ano yung next step ko? I want to introduce my brand. Pero ang laki ng mundo. So, ang ginawa ko, nandito si Enoch Leatherware, ito ang Philippines. In-identify ko, nasa na mga friends ko. I have friends in Australia. I have relatives in Canada. I have a few other friends in US and relatives also. I have friends in Germany. So, dinistribute ko yung lahat ng connections ko. In-identify ko kung nasaan ako connected. Doon ko nilagay yung mga stickers ko. Makakarating dyan ang product namin. And kapag nakarating dyan yung product namin, I'm sure kahit papano, magkaroon kami ng visibility in all these places. So, yun lang, yun yung share ko per our vision. That's where I want to see Enoch Leatherware. And in fact, in Instagram, alam naman natin, far-reaching si Instagram. We have likers from Japan, from Europe, from the US. We have commenters liking our posts. So, kahit papano, miski sa crafting world, may nakakakita ng mga ginagawa namin.
That's
Diba?
inspiring. Yes. So just
And I
to tell
think
Miss Pia, hindi siya mayabang. I think you're visionary. You know, it's vision has to be like this, 'di ba? There's no limits. And I think you're very strategic as well. It's not like kinuha mo sa hangin yung vision na yon. You're very strategic. You thought it through na parang may mga kilala ako sa mga bansa na to sa
Yeah.
I want to do
Mhm.
that. So it's possible. It's doable. It's executable. So I think that you're gonna reach that.
Amen. Amen. Alam mo,
Amen.
feeling ko kung
Actually,
nanonood yung mga katabi ko sa opisina, sabi na, ito very encouraging. I don't know if Ollie is watching. But one time, she said to me, Pia, I want to invest. Kakaumpisa lang namin na nagdala lang ako ng satchel. Tinignan niya, I want to invest. Sa tingin ko, lalaki ang brand mo. At saka yung satchel na binenta mo sa akin, walang pangalan. Lagyan mo ng brand. Sabi niya ganyan. So parang, wow, thank you. Thank you for all those who supported us when I was just selling in the office. No? So it encouraged us a lot. And it opened opportunities not only for us, but for our advocacy.
Yes.
can
And
I
I think
also mention, since
go ahead,
Sorry.
Sarah.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was
No,
just
I was
saying
just gonna mention
go
because Pia has a partnership with Unarichi, right?
ahead.
So not only does she have Enoch Leatherware stamped on her bags, she also has Unarichi. So she's producing bags for other brands as well. So she's gone a long way from just selling to people you know, right? So
Yes.
parang I hopefully this e-commerce opens up the globe for you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. I feel very positive about that.
I think you've worked hard for it and you'll deserve it. Or
Yeah.
you deserve what you're experiencing right now.
And also to people like you know, your programs, your initiatives, it's helping a lot of people like me who wanted to really start and make a difference.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, so thank you to ESME also for providing this platform for us, because if it weren't for them, we are not able to reach a broader audience in the Philippines. And I know they have viewers abroad also, yung mga overseas Filipino workers siguro natin. So Pia, my last question is, do you think social entrepreneurship is the future of the Philippines?
I might not be the best person to predict the future for this. But what I can share is that I am happy, totally happy with what I'm doing. I feel fulfilled. I had never felt this way in the 20 years that I was serving clients all over the world with IT and with the global brands, the global companies that I've joined. No, iba yung fulfillment. So, sa tingin ko, if you want to go into business, if you want to do something relevant for society, this is the way to go. Diba? You want to earn, you just need to be strategic about it. You have the power, most of us has the education to learn, no? And don't be afraid of change, don't be afraid to learn, always be enthusiastic for challenges, no? Not just
Mhm.
opportunities, because challenges, they strengthen you, they prepare you, they're the foundation for who you become, diba? How you respond to these challenges. So yun lang, I would rather say na if you want to live a fulfilled, purposeful life, find that problem where you can be uh, help. You can be part of a solution. Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Well said.
I know, Pia, the world needs more of you. So help
Us,
us. Yes, us. But for Enoch Leatherware, how are they going to find you? So share us your social media handles, I don't know, email, contact numbers.
We
And
are
also for
on.
PWDs who want to contact you,
Oh
so
yeah.
we can share in the comment section also.
Mm.
Later, I will write it down in the comment section also. We are in Instagram. We are on Facebook. Lazada shop is also up. We also have Shopee, and we have a physical store under Una Ricci in the Trist
Yeah.
Studio and Rockwell. Um, you can also find our contact number in IG there. I will now quickly just write down the contacts to the to our sites.
Yes, perfect. So, guys, while Pia is typing, or maybe she can do this after the show, if you've learned anything from Pia Saminiano of Enoch Leatherware today, please type in your biggest takeaway in the comment section. Siguro, let's start with us, Susie, what we've learned from Pia. Ako, what I got from this conversation is that collaboration and partnership is at the heart of social entrepreneurship. So, without her partners in Marikina, without actually the person who connected her to DTI was someone she met in Marikina when
Yes.
she was just starting out. So it's all about collaboration, all about your network na parang they're the ones who are able to take your purpose into something much bigger. Um, what about you, Suze?
For me, it's like find a partner who respects you. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, that's also
Oh, yeah,
We hugot
that kind of partner I want also.
the right partner.
that's my biggest takeaway. No, other than that, but I took note of that. I will remember that forever. But yeah, other than that, I think like yun, yeah, the story, the humbling story behind the business. I really love that. Like you really took your time to learn about things that this is definitely out of your comfort zone because you're coming from an IT industry. Sobrang nakaka-inspire yon because I think yun nga parang honestly, like 90% of the time of the things that you need to do in entrepreneurship, you have to figure it out. It's like 10% is okay, I love this, but then there's 90% of the things that I still need to learn, like the business planning, like talking to the suppliers. What's the kind of leather that will work? So for me, it's like really investing on educating yourself. So I think that's pandemic proof, just like what ESME is doing. So all of these things that we're learning, it's pandemic proof and it's gonna help you navigate on this because people are scared of going to entrepreneurship because of that because they don't know. They're saying hindi ko alam yan eh, but then every day you have an opportunity to learn so many things. So it's just that you have to commit to yourself that this is what I'm gonna do, just like what Pia did, and learn, figure it out along the way. So I think that's really inspiring. So that's my key takeaway.
So, guys, to our viewers, if you think this episode will help someone you know, I'm sure meron kayong family members, your friends who want to get out of the corporate. We won't force them, but if they do, don't forget to share this episode to your friends, and we'll catch you there. Yung mga hashtag team replay natin.
Riz. Pia, are you ready to share the contact or oh,
I
is it here?
think I don't have I'll send it to your ano na lang, the private message because I don't think I have access to the chat room. I already gave the IG and we're
Sige. While Pia is doing that,
Right.
maybe we can do a short promotion. So yeah, speaking of the learning and everything, so I am already opening this with a fourth batch pala. The fourth batch of my start program. So you are going to learn about business planning. So actually I can relate well to what Pia just presented because that is basically what I'm teaching. So if you are interested, so please contact me at Modern Maria Business Coaching, and you can also find me on Instagram. That's the modernmaria.co. And another one, we are since because of the things that have has been happening in the north, so Cagayan Valley. So I'm pretty sure that you've seen all the videos and the footages. We still need a lot of help here in the north. So I can maybe put that on the comment section as well. But we are opening our line for donations in Sinag Hostel. So that's if you have an international, you're outside Philippines, so you can donate in paypal.me/Sinag Hostel Cafe. I'm gonna put that in the comment section, or our Gcash account. So I will share that as well later on. But please, please, yeah, we still need more help, more food, more rescuers. Yeah, so we will just try to pour in that effort and funding to the people in the north. Thank you.
Stay safe,
So
Susie.
ako na magpo-promote for next Saturday. So join us on Saturday, November 28th. Sorry, that's the Saturday after next week.
Yes.
Same time at 5 p.m. as we talk to Jackie Luzi, an entrepreneur, project manager, festival director, and certified mindfulness instructor. So you're going to learn the secrets to building a resilient mind and a successful business, because she's going to share her lessons from going bankrupt and then getting right back up, and as she says it herself, failing forward. So we're gonna talk to Jackie Luzi on November 28th. And that's our episode for today. Pia Saminiano, thank you very much, and everyone who tuned in. See you on the next episode.
Thank
Yes.
you.
This is Susie.
And
Take
Sarah, and
care,
this is
Susie
the
and
future.
Sarah.
Thank you, Pia.
Thank you.
This is the future of women, web, and work.
See you in the future.
See you in the future.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.